Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 317. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show for you. Today's show topic is how to build a $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. How to build a $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. And on today's show, I'm actually going to share with you 6 concepts that we need to have, 6 fundamental concepts that we need to have to build this $1 million business. And I'm also going to give you 3 real life examples of businesses, one in the product category, one in the service category, and one in the digital products category, and how they built $1 million businesses by delivering transformation as an outcome. Now, before we get to today's show, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Please stick around until the end of today's show, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and my resource links, such as the link to my new book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses, and 2 platforms that I've created to help circulate business in the Black economy, BeSmartByBlack.com and HireBlackFreelancers.com. Also, I just wanted to remind you guys, on this Wednesday, August 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm running a live training for a lead generation business, how to start a 6-figure lead generation business. So if you are interested, please go to BEBLeadGenBiz.com. BEB Lead, L-E-A-D, Gen, G-E-N, Biz, B-I-Z.com, and you can enroll. BEBLeadGenBiz.com. And once again, as I mentioned last week, a lead generation business is one of the best businesses out there. So just go to BEB Lead Gen Biz, watch the short video, and if you're interested, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday, August 12th at 7 p.m. All right, guys, let's get ready to get into today's show. How to build a $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. How to build a $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. So as I mentioned up top, guys, today I'm going to give you several foundational concepts to build a $1 million business by delivering transformation. And delivering transformation is taking a person or a company or business, whatever, from point A to point B. That's the transformation. But before we get into the actual 6 fundamental concepts, I just want to give you guys some physical or real life examples of people and businesses that have done or delivered transformation as an outcome. So first, I'm going to go with physical products, then digital products, then services. So here's a real life example for a physical products company. Everybody's heard of Dr. Scholl's, right? Dr. Scholl's is an orthopedic foot care brand. Started, I believe, in like 1905, 1903 by a guy named Dr. Scholl's. He was a real doctor. Okay. One of their biggest markets, and you guys hear me talk about this all the time, is insoles. Okay. So I'm actually working on a new brand of insoles that I'm coming out with, and I've had previous insole brands before. So one of the biggest concepts is insoles, right? Now, what Dr. Scholl's does is he transforms achy, tired feet into healthy feet. That's the transformation. Okay. Now, just to give you an idea of how successful Dr. Scholl's is, they were actually sold in 2019 for $585 million. 2019 for $585 million. That company has been bought and sold several times over the years. I think Bear owned it first, not first, but they bought it in 2014 or something. Then in 2019, they sold it for $585 million. You are selling, or they are selling, a transformation. People just don't want information, guys. They want transformation. So when you take an online course, you want to transform from what you are today to what you aspire to be. So selling transformation is key to build $1 million business. Now, are there businesses that are $1 million businesses that don't sell transformation? Of course there are. But what I'm trying to get through to you guys is that it is easier. It's a more direct path if you can sell transformation. Okay, so if you're selling something like a food product, like I got a new hot sauce brand coming out, that's not transformational. The hope is people will like it, they'll try it, and then they'll continue to buy it. But that's not anything transformational. Okay, is it possible that this is going to be a dud? Yeah, it is possible, and I'll keep you guys up to date on my progress. So you don't have to always do something that's transformational, but it always helps. Okay, so that was a physical products example. Now let's take a look at a digital products example. So how many BEB family members out here like to exercise and get in shape? Probably a ton of you guys, right? So how many of you have heard of Sean T that does Insanity? He works with Beachbody, which is the company that produces all of those Insanity videos. They got all types of different health videos. So Sean T, with his Insanity workout videos, he's selling you the transformation of your current body versus, which is probably out of shape or not as in shape as you want it to be, to the transformation of an in shape body. So the transformation is point A is an out of shape body. Point B is an in shape body. Now, he's personally made over $10 million with his Insanity workout videos. Now, Beachbody is the company that actually owns all of that stuff. So you see Sagi, they got all types of different instructors, but everything that they're selling is transformational. Okay, there's different workouts that, if you want strength, weightlifting. They got a new boxing video out there. So it's all transformation, and it's talking about transforming your body. So that's a digital products example. So Sean T personally has made over $10 million teaching those Insanity videos and some of the other videos that he has. Okay. Now let's look at a service business. So we looked at a physical products business, Dr. Scholl's orthopedic insoles, digital products example with Sean T and Insanity. And now we're going to look at a service example. And I'm going to talk about the credit repair business. All right. So I don't know how many of you have heard of Lexington Law, but if you Google credit repair, Lexington Law will probably be near the top of the list or at the top of the list. They're actually a small company with a big footprint. So they advertise on a lot of radio and even TV spots about credit repair, Lexington Law, and I think they're based out of Utah. And so, for example, what they're selling, they're delivering transformation as an outcome from bad credit to good credit, or bad credit to better credit. That's their transformation. Okay, I believe based on the research I did, they only have about 20, I think it's about 20 something employees, and I think only about 10 or 12 full-time employees. And last year, they did over $3 million in revenues. Okay, what they're selling is a service that transforms your credit from bad to good. Okay, and the psychology behind the selling transformation as an outcome is that you're trying to move people from point A to point B. And so that's one of the easiest ways to make money. Once again, you're solving a problem. I always talk about problem, solution, result. So in the example with Lexington Law, the credit repair service, what does that mean when you transition from, bad credit to good credit? Now maybe you can get a mortgage. You're looking to be a first-time home buyer. Maybe you needed a new car and you couldn't get financing. Now you can get a new car. Problem, solution, result. but we want to look at it in the context of delivering transformation as an outcome. So you start at the beginning of the conveyor belt, and once you come out, you're transformed. The outcome is transformation. And if you can find a product, physical, digital, or a service that can provide or create transformation as an outcome, you can build a multi-million-dollar business. Okay, so now we want to start to get into 6 fundamental concepts that you must understand and adhere to build that multi-million-dollar business. Concept number 1, own the fact that you're a business owner and you're building a real business. Own the fact that you're a business owner and you're building a real business. Now, as a serial entrepreneur and a coach of entrepreneurs, I see this all the time, guys. A lot of people, all they're worrying about is building a funnel or an email sequence or building a brand. That's fine. Okay. Those are some components that you will need to be a successful multi-million-dollar business owner. But the question is, are you doing marketing or are you mission building? Are you doing marketing or are you mission building? Okay, it's a big difference, guys. What is your mission? So if you have a business that has a mission, that's going to be something that's going to help you level up and build a multi-million-dollar business. Okay, so a lot of times, what's the mission behind the business? Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, to help build an economic power base in the black economy. That is a mission. That is something that I am committed to. And the way I get to the means to the end is by all the products and services, putting out content and everything else that goes along with the BEB brand. So number 1, own the fact that you're a business owner. You are a real business. Stop thinking of this as a hobby. Okay. I interviewed Sean Prez a couple weeks ago, and he talked about if you're working a full-time job, think of your full-time job as your side hustle and your business as your main business. So you got to be serious about being a business owner and build a real business. And once again, it's a different choice. Okay, it's a different choice between are you going to do marketing or are you mission building? Okay, so that's fundamental concept number 1. Own the fact that you're a business owner. You're building a real business. Okay. Fundamental concept number 2, make a decision to build something significant. Make a decision to build something significant. Okay. So at some point, you're going to have to be more serious about your business. And if you're not doing it for you, do it for your family or something greater. A lot of times I come into contact with entrepreneurs that are playing with business. They're playing games. Okay. And I get it. If you have a full-time job, you can't devote 8 hours during the day to your business, but make a decision to build something significant. It's just as easy to build something significant. Well, I'm not going to say it's just as easy. It's the same steps to build something significant as it is to build something that's less significant. Okay? Make a commitment to dig in and put all your chips in the pot. So if you're working a 9 to 5 from 7 to 12 or 7 to 11, whatever you got to do to get what you need done, you have to make the decision to build something significant. So if you put in part-time hours, you're going to get part-time results. Now, there is a thing called leverage, obviously, which you can use, but whatever you put in, guys, is what you're going to get out. So if you want to transition from employee to entrepreneur and you putting in 1 hour a day or 5 hours a week, that transition isn't going to happen if you were putting in 20 hours a week. It'll happen even faster if you're putting in 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week. And I get it. There's only 24 hours in a day. So that's why you need to be very cognizant of how you spend your time. Are you spending your time watching television when you could be working on your business? And I get it, guys. You got to decompress and relax sometime because you can't go hard all the time. But be cognizant about what you're spending your time on. So number 2, make a decision to build something significant. And what we're talking about today, guys, is how to build $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. Okay? Fundamental concept number 3. You must play the long game in business. You got to play the long game in business. Okay? A lot of times we're in this society now where it's instant gratification. That is not going to work, guys. If you're serious and you're trying to truly build a real great $1 million business. So you must play the long game, all right? Do one thing well. Do one thing well, then another thing well, and then so on and so forth. So learn how to do something well. So if you're a teacher and you're doing online courses, learn how to do that well. Master that. Okay, a lot of times we're all over the board, guys. We're trying to do 5, 6, 7 different things. Now, some entrepreneurs work like that. I'm one of them. But that's just how I work. Okay? Now, but what I did, if you look at the podcast, it's a long game with the business. I was talking to one of the brothers in one of the courses last night that has a podcast, and he wants to monetize it. And podcasting is one of the, hardest ways to monetize anything because it takes a long time to build traction. Okay? So it's a long game. Make sure you understand that you're playing the long game and not the short game. All right? So master one thing, then start to master something else. So you need to understand how to get something done and master one thing, then move on to the next. Okay? So that's concept number 3. Concept number 4. Create and sell a product, content, or service that you can talk about for at least 3 years. And I know this sounds crazy. You create and sell a product, digital or physical, content or a service that you can talk about for at least three years. So is it your mission? Is it something that you care about? So don't do something just to chase the money. So in order to build longevity and to build a multi-million-dollar business, what I'm really saying to you guys is you got to have something or be working on a mission that you truly care about, because you need to talk about this, whatever it is, at least 3 years. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. I talk about it all the time, going on 5.5 years. It's something that I'm passionate about. It is a mission of mine. I'm not chasing the money. The money's going to come. Okay. Don't chase the money. Create a product or service or whatever you're doing or content that you're comfortable and enjoy talking about for at least 3 years. So when you're building a platform, so if you're building a platform for, say, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and I did a podcast and I only did it for a year, I wouldn't have the traction that I have now. Okay, because I love what I do. I enjoy it. I love boxing. I think I mentioned to you guys on the air before. I could literally start a boxing podcast and do that for the rest of my life because I just love the sport. So number 4, create and sell a product, content, or a service that you can talk about for at least 3 years. And what this is really making you do, guys, is to make you start going on a mission building journey. Not a business building journey, but really a mission building journey. It's not just marketing. You need to create a mission. Okay. Now, concept number 5, don't create niche products, market to niches. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying right now. Don't create niche products, market to niches. Niche marketing, not niche product building. So customize your message to the correct audience. And I'm going to give you some examples. Now, in some instances, you may have to tweak a few things to talk to that specific audience. But once again, I'm going to give you the example of insoles. And I know you like, why is this guy always talking about insoles? And the reason being is that my youngest daughter, she still wears insoles now, playing sports and not playing sports. And I just saw the money that we actually spent on insoles from her orthopedic doctor. And the same insoles that we had to buy for $80 literally were on Alibaba for like $2.50 a pair. And so that got me into the insole game years ago. So I'm going to use insoles as an example. And I use it all the time because I got another brand of insoles I'm about to test and see what happens. All right, so number 5, don't create niche products, market to niches. So with insoles, you can market the same insoles to runners. You can market those same insoles to retail salespeople. You can market those same insoles for waiters. You can market those same insoles for field hockey players, etc. The insoles are the same. The messaging is different. Okay? So if I'm selling these insoles to waiters, hey, I know you're on the feet all day, taking orders from customers, Make sure that your feet are comfortable. You're transitioning from achy feet to good feet. Your feet feel fine. They're not aching anymore. That's the transformation that you're selling right there. Now, if I'm talking to field hockey players, same thing. I'm just going to tailor the message, not the product. I'm going to tailor the message. Hey, having trouble running up and down the field, feet hurting, can't be as effective as you want to be. Stopping goals or whatever you're doing, progressing the ball, moving the ball up the field, whatever it is, you get the idea. But you tailor the message. Don't change and create niche products. You market to the niches. Okay. Same thing. If I did a course on YouTube ads, right? So I could have YouTube ads for doctors, YouTube ads for dentists, YouTube ads for entrepreneurs, YouTube ads for e-commerce businesses. Okay. The same content in the course could be the same, but the marketing, what I address when I market to those individual verticals, is going to be a little bit different. So if I'm marketing to doctors, hey, would you like to have a consistent flow of new clients come to your practice by using YouTube ads? Okay. For a realtor, hey, would you like to be able to sell more houses and get more clients using YouTube ads? Okay. The whole content of the YouTube ad course is going to be the same, but the message is going to be different. So that's number 5. And what we're talking about today, guys, is how to build $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. Number 6, show the results of the transformation. And I don't know how many times I got to say this, guys. If you're selling a physical product, a digital product, or a service, you need to show the results of the transformation. What does before look like and what does after look like? Okay. And what does that mean for the person? Okay. So for example, once again, with the insoles, my feet are hurting. Okay. I can't run as fast if I'm playing field hockey, running down the field, and I can't be as effective. What does it mean? Once the transformation takes place, I'm comfortable running. My game is improved. I'm scoring one more goal a game because my feet don't hurt. Show the results of the transformation. So I talk about QVC all the time, and I talk about infomercials, right? So my wife loves QVC. So a lot of times she'll have QVC on and fall asleep. And QVC is basically a show of a bunch of infomercials. So if you're old enough and you remember the infomercials, they're commercials that basically are selling products, that's what QVC is. But they show you, they have people call in, oh yeah, I've used this product before, it's great, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Show the results of the transformation. What does the before look like? What does the after look like? So when it's weight loss, if it's Shaun T and Insanity, you've seen those commercials, they'll show a before picture, people standing up there, not in great shape. You go through the program, they'll show the after picture, okay? All rocked up in shape. So you need to show the results of the transformation. So guys, if you're able to incorporate delivering transformation as an outcome into your business and you highlight it, you will but you will be able to build a multi-million-dollar business. And I've given you those 3 examples of a physical product, a digital product, and a service. Now, before we go to the last quarter of the show, I just want to give out all my social media contact information and my resource links. And I'm going to go through this real quick. All right. So first and foremost, my new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. You can go to anewwstreet.com. blackwallstreet.com. Pick yourself up a copy, $14.95 for the print version, $9.95 for the digital version. Now, I've created a new flagship online program titled Brand Builder Academy Elite. You can go to bbaelite.com. It is a 15-module program that takes you from A to Z about building a physical products brand or a digital products brand. And it comes with a community and a group coaching call every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on the line for any calls or questions. Go to bbaelite.com. Use the coupon code BBAELITE100 and save yourself $100. It's only $97, and it's pound for pound my best flagship course. Now, as I mentioned at the top of the show, also, I've created 2 platforms to help circulate dollars in the Black community. The first one is BeSmartByBlack.com. That is for Black product producers that want to sell their products to Black consumers. It is free to upload your product information. Go to BeSmartByBlack.com. Now, for all you freelancers who do stuff on Fiverr.com or Freelancer.com, I didn't forget about you. So I've created another platform titled HireBlackFreelancers.com, HIRE, BlackFreelancers.com. Once again, it is free to upload your information. Now you can connect with Black consumers and Black businesses that want to hire Black freelancers. Now, it's a mouthful, but you can go to BEBconnect.com, BEBconnect.com. It's a page on the website, and it will have all of those social media contact information and also the resource links. Now, speaking of social media contact information, let me give this to you real quick. Anything long, guys, hit me at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Twitter, jjones001, that's JAYJONES001. Instagram, jjonesforreal, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. YouTube, just go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have additional content that comes out on YouTube that is not on the show. And yes, the show does come out on YouTube, but there's additional content. Please go to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and hit that subscribe button for YouTube. Now, LinkedIn, just go check me out, J Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. If you want to connect with me via or be included in the BEB text line for special notifications and reminders, text BEB to 555-888. That's BEB to 555-888. Once again, guys, all of this information is on BEBconnect.com. And you have all the links and everything that I just laid down for you. BEBconnect.com. That's BEBconnect.com. Let's get ready for the last quarter of the show. So once again, guys, today we're talking about how to build $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. And once again, transformation is just like on those commercials or infomercials you see, the before and after bodies of the workout videos. That's transformation. That's what people are buying. That's why Sean T personally made over $10 million. And the company Beachbody has made hundreds of millions of dollars over the years by actually selling transformation. The company name itself, Beachbody, right? You want to go to the beach and you don't want to be embarrassed to take your shirt off, right? So that's the transformation. So if you're able to harness that and make people understand that there is a process for this transformation, and I have that process for you, let me show you how to transform from this to that. And that's really what it's all about. So if you can incorporate that in your current business, then it's going to be that much easier for you to scale and get to $1 million plus. Okay. Deliver the transformation as an outcome. Okay. A lot of times when I talk to, my business owners and my coaching clients, I'm like, look, it ain't about what the features are. It's about the benefits. What's going to happen when they use your product or service? What's going to be the result of that? Problem, solution, result. So you're hoping that the way they come in is not the way that they leave your program or after they use your product or service, right? So if you're on a weight loss diet or something, right? The transformation is losing weight. That's what Weight Watchers sells. That's what Jenny Craig sells. It's the transformation from before being heavier to after, which is being lighter. That's the transformation. That's why companies like that are hundreds million dollar companies, because they're selling the transformation, but not just selling it, guys. They're showing you the results of the transformation. That's why I'm real big. If you have an e-commerce business and you're selling or you're present on the web, which you should be, you need to have transformational promotional materials. This is what happened. This is where I was before I took this course. This is where I am after this course. This is where I was before I started this diet. This is where I am after this diet. This is where I was before I got that tax relief help. This is where I am now. Okay. I was in the car the other day listening to XM, and I forgot the name of this tax company. But the one guy was on the air talking about he owed the IRS $37,000 or something in taxes. Regular guy, 9-to-5 guy, didn't know what happened. Then he said, after I used such and such a company, all my tax issues and problems have gone away. They're not going to garnish my bank accounts, and they're not going to take my house and stuff like that. So before and after, that's what you got to think about. We all seen those commercials of the before guy sitting there with his belly hanging out and the after guy all rocked up. That's the mindset that you have to have in order to deliver transformation as an outcome. And the benefit to that, guys, is it's easier to build a multi-million-dollar business. So start thinking about some of the things that you can incorporate for transformation. Now, once again, not all businesses will have this. So my new hot sauce isn't going to transform much of anything except maybe the flavor of the food, which once again, that I'm stretching, I'm reaching right there. But yeah, transform your food from bland to such and such with my hot sauce. So I can try that angle, and I probably will try it too. But one of the things when this hot sauce product drops is I've been giving out samples. People have been shooting me videos, how they like it, testimonials. Okay. Once again, I'm not transforming per se that much. Yeah, it's going to make the food taste better, hopefully, if you like it. But if you have a way to incorporate this in your current business, please do so, because I gave you 3 examples of companies, one in a physical product, digital product, and a service business example of building multi-million-dollar companies. Dr. Scholl's, physical products, insoles, bad feet. That's what they start off with. They transform to good feet. Feet hurt, feet don't hurt. Transformation. Sean T with the digital insanity product. Bad body transforms into good body. Okay. Service example, credit repair with Lexington Law. Start off with bad credit is the before, the after is good credit. And it's not just enough, guys, to say the before and after, but what are the results of the transformation? Yeah, I was living in an apartment for 25 years, always dreamt about getting a house. My credit was bad. Now I got good credit. I can buy a house, or I can buy a car, or whatever it is. But those are the stories. What happens to them after the transformation? Problem, solution, result. And what that does is it reinforces whatever you're selling, be it your physical product, your digital product, and or your services. You need to be able to reinforce that. How to build $1 million business by delivering transformation as an outcome. That's what you're delivering. Real quick, I just want to go over the 6 things. Number 1, own the fact that you're a business owner. You're building a real business, guys. This isn't playtime. All right. You can't play with being an entrepreneur. Okay. So you're not just creating a funnel or an email sequence or a brand. What you're trying to do, guys, you're going to do marketing or you're going to do mission building. So if your business is catered or focused on a mission, that's even better. Okay. It's a different choice, marketing or mission building. Okay. And it could be something as, like a watch company, Tally and Twine, right? That was a mission. Okay. That was a mission. So what is your mission? Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, that is a mission. Okay. So that's fundamental concept number one. Number two, make a decision to build something significant. If you're going to do it right? If you're going to build something significant. Take the time, become more serious about your business and focus. Make a commitment to dig in and put all the chips on the table. Make it significant. Build something significant. Concept or fundamental number three, play the long game. Nobody is going to build $1 million business overnight. Now, if you do, that's tremendous, but the chances are you're not. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're in for the long game. Okay. So think about long term. Master one thing and then go on to master additional things. Concept number four, create and sell a product or content or a service that you can talk about for at least 3 years. Once again, that's a mission. You want to be able to talk about Black Entrepreneur Blueprint for 3 years. I can do that. Been doing it for 5+. Okay. Whatever that is, you need to be able to understand that you need to be on fire for that. That's the difference between a mission and marketing. I'm on a mission to build an economic power base in the Black community. Okay. So number 5, don't create niche products, market to niches. Now, yes, you may have to tweak a product here or there, but you want to market to niches. So I can market, insoles for runners. That's going to be a different marketing. That's going to look a little different than me marketing insoles for retail salespeople. Okay. For me marketing insoles to waiters. Okay. Me marketing insoles to field hockey players, soccer players, or whatever. So the message is going to change. The basic construct of the product or service should stay the same, because you don't want to have to go around and create, if it's a digital product, I don't want to have to create YouTube ads. And I do one for attorneys. I do one for doctors. I do one for small business owners. I do another one. That's too much. So you create a product, okay? And then you don't create niche products. You market the niches. You create the product and you change and adapt your marketing to the specific vertical or niche that you're going after. And number 6, which is big, guys, show the results of the transformation, the before and after. So if you're selling any product or service doing e-commerce or whatever, make sure that that is on the actual website. It could be pictures, it could be videos, it could be audio testimonials or whatever, written testimonials. Even if somebody texts you a message and says, hey, this is how your product or service has changed, screenshot that thing, put it up there. So show the results of the transformation. So those are the 6 concepts, guys, or fundamental concepts that you need to understand to build a multi-million-dollar business by delivering transformation as an outcome. That's really all you need to understand, guys. You're delivering transformation as an outcome. Now, before we close on out, guys, I say this each and every week. We've been getting more and more downloads, breaking records, to be quite honest with you, in terms of downloads each and every episode. And that's because of you, the BEB family. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast and the blog. And as I say every week, this isn't just a podcast and a blog. It's a movement. It's a mission to build an economic empowerment in the Black community, to build that power base for the Black economy, because that's the thing that's going to drive everything else. Economics, baby. No revolution without economics. We got to have it. And the easiest and best way to do that is independent Black-owned businesses, building Black-owned businesses and supporting Black-owned businesses. That's how we have to do it. Once again, don't forget, guys, if you're interested in learning how to build a lead generation business, a 6-figure lead gen business, go to bebleadgenbiz.com. Register, watch the quick video, bebleadgenbiz.com. And if you're interested, I'll see you there on Wednesday night, August 12th at 7 p.m. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.